Daughter is hurting right now. Last night, well, it's been a rough night. Come here, Tank. Come here. Come here, baby. Let's put some socks on your feet. Come on. It's just very, very difficult time for me. But, you know, a lot of times, y'all, yes. Yep. Appreciate you. Got somebody in the chat. Appreciate you being in here. Been a rough morning, rough evening. My daughter. Yeah. Come on, Gizmo. Come on, put your socks on. Come on, baby. She been up. Gizmo been up all night. I won't get into it though. Like I said, it's supposed to be hard though. If it was easy, I suppose everybody would do it. Not happy, but one thing about life, it's not meant for happiness. I remember I did a video on that previously about somebody said you're not happy. They mentioned that to me. Like, dog, my life ain't meant. Life is not about happiness. Life is about duty and responsibility. To me, life is not about my happiness. If you want to be happy, then you shouldn't have children. Right? Then your happiness matters. But however, once you decide that you're going to have children, and your happiness no longer is the priority at that point, if you think it is, that says a lot about you, man or woman. My daughter's not well. She had a very, very rough night, so I'm a little not quite myself this morning, but however, it'll be okay. I she'll rest, and I'll keep an eye on her, and we'll see how things go. Appreciate everybody for being in here this morning. Thank you. Hopefully everybody rests well. And Gizmo, what is that? Here, let me see that. Let me see, baby. What you got? Here, come on, let's let daddy see it. Make you think. My baby's beautiful face is bruised up on her neck. She gonna have some swelling, but yeah. One of the things, chat, that I really learned about myself is that I have the ability to really dig deep and to compartmentalize. And I think one of the things I'm really, really good at is being able to think, being able to concentrate for long periods of time. Appreciate the light, thank you. One of the things that's really that has been very important for me is being able to learn how to concentrate for long periods of time, and I have that ability. Like I can really, really do that. Shout out to Edva. Hey, good morning. What happened to his face? I'm not at liberty to discuss that, Edva. All respect. I'm not happy, to say the least, though. And, I'm not gonna discuss that currently. Y'all know normally I'm open book yeah, for most things, but I really just come on here, y'all, because I was debating whether or not I was gonna even do this, but I've been up all night keeping an eye on her. She's been very, very fussy. She's been crying a lot. And, she hasn't quite been herself, and I'm hoping that at some point in time she'll go to sleep. But I've noticed that I kind of use this in a way to once again tell a story, and so that's what I do. But I'm not happy at her. Let's say that. I think that's fair to say. Shout out to Mai. Hello, 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 Mai. Good morning, DOZ. Grand Rising to the chat. Appreciate y'all. I sometimes in life discretion is the better part of valor, and I've often in my rage let things get the best of me, but in the end I have to be even more cerebral now, because when you don't care what happened to you, you become, y'all, there was points in like, I'm saying, I didn't particularly care what happened to me. It didn't, because I didn't, it's not that I thought that I was bulletproof or invulnerable, it's just that it didn't really particularly matter one way or another. Now I really truly care, because I just simply cannot let her down. And so I'd say the truth. I wish I knew. Like, I think that's the best way I could say it. I wish I knew what happened to her, but I don't know. But I will ask you ladies this. Whoever you pray to, ask your Creator to give me the strength to continue to walk this path, because yeah, y'all know I don't use the internet. I don't normally. Y'all see a lot of bravado when you see me. Come on here with a certain mindset. Well, it's a little difficult this morning too. Yeah. Grand Rising. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you so much. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Anyone in the house? Gizmo, the ladies in the house. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hi. You don't say hi and keep walking. You say hi and turn around. This little girl, something else, man. Like and subscribe. Y'all. It's the only thing, y'all, that's keeping me through this process is that I've realized that everything that a person truly wants is on the other side. It's right when you was about to quit, and I just ain't really built to quit. I really ain't no throw in the towel type guy. I'm gonna go down with the ship kind of guy. And, it's not my body or my physical strength. It's my mindset. that has carried me through the darkest of times, and that's what it's gonna continue to be. I will say this though, Chad. I think I'm more comfortable now admitting that I need it. That I need. How can I say that? You know how a lot of times when you're a man, it's very difficult to admit that you. Well, you women won't notice because you ladies. Very difficult a lot of times for men to admit that they need help. You know what I mean? Y'all prayers will go a long way for me right now. Yes, Tink. What do you want? Y'all, she been up all night. Can y'all tell her I'm... I know. It's been all night. This has been a situation that she been going through all night. Yes. Yes, Tinker Mutt. Yes, I'm sorry. Keep an eye on her. Y'all know normally she fussy, but what do you want? What would you like? You want Rufus? I had to let her lay with me, y'all. Y'all know normally I don't. I like to let her, stay in her bed. She was not. She absolutely was not interested in being alone last night, so I kept her with me. No, Pumpkin. That's dangerous. Yes. Back against the wall. Yes. Yes, precious. So y'all, I know the Creator, he can't make it easy on you. I get that. He can't make it easy. I get that. No, I greatness is only reserved for certain few who are willing to pay its price. Man, oh man. I'll tell y'all, I didn't know what if 15 months ago when she was born, I had no idea it was gonna be like this. I didn't. Normally I can see things coming. At least I can kind of calculate the risk. I can assess what's coming. I'm like, okay, this decision could possibly bring about, these several outcomes. You go through. I didn't see this. I didn't see it. Shout out to Destiny One, Grand Rising Destiny One. Wait, what happened? Destiny One. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to say. It didn't happen with me. That's for sure. And, things like this never happen with me. Shout out to Sugar Bum. Grand Rising Sugar Bum. Appreciate you being here. Haven't seen you in quite some time. How you feeling? Glad you in here. Shout out to Ma. Hit the like, subscribe. Thank you so much, Ma. GM. Type it all the way out, Sugar Bum. Ain't no GM. Type out good morning or Grand Rising or something. GM. That's why you ain't got no man. Shout out to Sugar Bum. My, it's gonna be up. Thanks to all sports, Jack. Thank you. Thank you, my. Let me see. It's not feeling well. No. No, unfortunately, no. My, I know you will never give up. No, no, Miss Mine. No. I will say that. Sometimes when you just think, you just wonder, is your best good enough, you know? And when you don't think that your best is good enough, it's like that's uh that's an uncomfortable spot mentally to be in. You think you can change everything. I've always been one of them type of people that didn't matter whatever they look. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I can fix it. I can fix this. I I don't know if I can fix this. Shout out to Sugar Bum. I'm well at work, but I'm listening. I appreciate you, Sugar Bum. Thank you so much. How you been? Glad to see you back in the chat. Shout out to Edible. When babies can't speak, it's hard. It will go. Yeah, but that's the yeah. Yeah, that's important because it's okay. What would you like, Pumpkin? What do you want? Hmm? Hey, baby. Y'all, I've been trying to see if she can mess with these sippy cups. You little more. What, Pumpkin? What? Here. Yeah, you want Rufus? Yeah, for all the parents out there, Sugar Bum, it's a good thing you don't have any children. Sugar Bum, wait till you get married to have children. Like, and then, hopefully you be in a position to, you know, stay at home with your children and watch your children and to care for them because nobody's gonna ever love and care for your children the way you will. It's just not gonna happen, you know. And y'all know I didn't particularly know a lot about me and a father. You know what I mean? I'll tell you I raised a dog. You know what I mean? And obviously, this is that, times 50. You know what I mean? When you care about something, you want to make sure you keep it. And one of the things that I have prided myself on is that, you know what, bro, you want it. Like, that's not to say things haven't happened. I remember a couple times, y'all, she actually rolled off the bed and I wasn't there to catch her. You know what I mean? She actually hit the ground floor and I was so mad at myself, y'all. I'm like, dog, why wasn't you there? And my spider senses told me, you know what I'm saying, you know, that something was going on. And there's a lot of times that I have caught her. But there were about 3 times that I didn't. And I was so mad at myself, y'all, for allowing her to hit the ground. And I beat myself up about that. And this was right when she was in the process of the early moving stages, and I wasn't able to quite gauge how fast she was moving, and how long it would take, and you know what I mean. I'm doing the math in my head, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And but it's always been important to me to make sure that she was okay and to make sure she didn't have a scratch on her body. And so you take that stuff, you take that very personally. You know what I mean? And not to not to disprove anyone, just to prove you know what I mean, just to prove it to myself. Because when you know that your child, you know what I mean, only has you to depend on, you should take it that serious. You know what I mean? Because her life is innocent. You know what I mean? She's perfect. It's all babies, you know, are, they don't know anything. They don't understand the dangers that are out here in this world. Gizmo, people wave at her, and I have to tell people now, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, excuse me, please stop talking to my daughter. I mean, she waving at me. Of course she's waving at you. She don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's waving and she want to talk to me. I don't, like, what are you talking about? Of course she's waving at you. She's a baby. You know what I'm saying? She has no idea of what is out here. She has no idea of how dangerous this place is. And so, you know, it's up to it's up to your parents to stand in between this, where I'm the only thing that's separating her from a very, very scary place. And even the people that are, you know, supposed to be there for you, they're not. You know, everybody knows the foster care system, you know what I'm saying, has so many horror stories of people, you know, people that well, my chat may not know, so I have a chat full of ladies, you know what I mean? But, or y'all may know, you know what I'm saying, being aware that there are women who, and families who perpetually adopt children. This is what they do. And they get these checks from the state and they don't care for them. And these children are, you know, abused. These children are mistreated. I remember having one girl tell me when I was in the shelter that when she was crying in the, it was a movie theater, and because she was crying in the movie theater, they literally took a lighter and said, since you want that, put your hand out, and made her put and made her put a lighter, put a flame to the bottom of her hands. Right? Says, I really give you something to cry about. Um, this world is full of sick people. I know some people may think that I'm sick. Maybe some people think that there's a mental problem with me, because I've heard that. Overall, I'm just a serious man who's been through wars. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've seen a lot. There's nothing sick about me. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with me mentally. You know what I mean? I don't go around harming children or women or vulnerable people, or you know what I mean? You know, people that cannot defend themselves. I've never been that type of guy. You know, I took a shot to get some money, you know, several times, you know, and I've been, you know, known to be involved in some things involving, you know, some grown men. However, I never, you know what I mean? I 100% reject that, you know, anybody who would harm an innocent life. The system is full of the, the world and the people that you think, you know, and the people that you think is set up to help you. That's not always the case. And there's too many young girls and boys with horror stories of people coming into their rooms where a child can't even have the opportunity, y'all, to sleep in peace. What type of world do we live in where a child cannot go to bed and have to worry? This child don't have to worry about that. This child don't have to worry about that. I'm not perfect, chat. I'm not. I'm not I'm not blameless. I definitely made my bed. That's for sure. It was my fault. I had a child with a woman, and she's not capable nor willing to be there. So that's all me, you know. And the constant, you know, and the subsequent decisions that I made before and after, you know. So there was a series of choices here. Even with that, y'all, I never like to say the word deserve because I don't believe I deserve anything. I don't like that word deserve. You know what I mean? But I do believe I've earned I've earned a measure of respect for standing in this storm. You know? And if you cannot respect me for this, you just don't you just don't like black men. And I don't like you neither. I'm just gonna tell you like that. I will say this, y'all. And I will tell y'all one thing that did happen yesterday. So this is previous after I had to take care of her. I'm trying to get back, y'all, and on the bus, and there's these little cards, little MARTA cards that you have to swipe, and sometimes they have different fares on them, so you have to swipe them, so you're not quite sure how much money each one has. Or sometimes it's one fare, sometimes it's you know what I mean? Sometimes it's one fare you have on there. You're not particularly sure. Sometimes there's three. Now, a bus card in MARTA, it's like $25 for the week, or 23.50, excuse me. And it's like $100 if you get it for the month. And that allows you to ride back and forth because it's $2.50. Y'all, I remember when the bus was 50 cents, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, so anyway, inflation, right? So bus down here is 150. So I'm trying to get my daughter. So I got Gizmo, y'all, and we're coming through. And when you see people consistently, you develop a certain rapport with them. Shout out to Miss Tammy. She's a black woman who I ride with every day. She's very kind and very gracious. She's very, very sweet. Shout out to Miss Tammy. And you know, haven't met her husband, but you can tell once again she's a married black woman. You can tell, you can tell when a woman has a good quality man because they just lightness to them. That always that's how men tell, ladies. Just so if y'all didn't know that, you can kind of tell when a woman either A has a quality man, B had one. You know what I mean? So knows what it looks like, and you know what I mean. So there's that. So anyway, yeah, I'm coming through, and bus is there, and I'm trying to. I got Gizmo, y'all, but she don't wanna be in the thing. She's hollering, so I got her, and I got the Medicaid, and I got the stroller, so I'm pushing the stroller. I'm sweating, that's like, yo, I'm always sweating, right? So I'm pushing her, and I got her, and I'm trying to get on. So I'm trying to swipe the cards. This is a lady that doesn't particularly um, allow us to get on, which we don't see her that often. She's not a regular, right? But I have seen her previously, and you know, older black woman. You know what I'm saying? She has a very, very poor attitude. I remember she let some black women ride the previous week, and a brother was trying to get on. She wouldn't let him get on, but she let the black women ride, right? So anyway, she see me trying to figure these cards out, y'all. She see me trying to figure these cards out. She never once says, "Sir, can I help you?" Or, "Sir, go have a seat." Nothing. So that's okay. So I'm trying to swipe the cards. I'm trying to get them. So basically, I'm like, "Ma'am," and I know I got one of these cards on me that work, but like I said, I got my hands full, y'all. She screaming, like, "Ma'am, you mad if I have a seat?" You know what I'm saying? And can I just pay her? No, you can't get on. I said, "Ma'am, I've seen you let other people get on." I said, "Please, you see what I'm going, you know what I mean? You see what I said, I just brought my daughter from the hospital at this particular point in time, y'all. She got a Band-Aid across her forehead, and she's screaming, she's hollering, she still wants Tylenol and so forth and so. And y'all, I never forget what she said to me. Her exact words was, "That ain't got nothing to do with me." That's what she told me. This is what a black woman looked at me and told me. I lost it. I lost it. That was my I lost it. Not my lost it to to the regular, average thinking person. I lost it, right? And I so my and Gizmo done soiled her diaper at this point, y'all. So not because I can smell it. You a daddy, parent, you know what I'm saying. You can tell when your child is doing it. So now we got that into it too, right? So And I don't like taking her in those male bathrooms. Like a lot of times y'all don't know this, but they don't really have places for fathers to change daughters, like or children. And even in Walmart, there are places that are out. I don't change my daughter in places like that. I don't expose my daughter to the public like that. I don't play them games because I know what's gonna happen, right? So I try to alleviate as many potential problems as I possibly can. So I won't say what I said right now, y'all, but I called her a black bee. I called her several of them. You black bee, you black. I'm pissed. I said, you hate black. I'm mad. Yeah, I'm snapping. I said, this is why you ain't got, I'm going off. And I catch myself. I said, you know what? I go talk to one officer. He said, man, well, people lie. I said, man, ain't nobody got to lie about nothing, dog. I don't got to lie about me taking my daughter to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, or to the doctors, excuse me. I don't got to lie about that. Like, you see her face. What are you talking about lying? I said, this is y'all problem. Y'all see the worst in black men all the time. You never see nothing. You're trained to see the worst. That's what your issue is. So he was going to help me get on the bus. It's here, y'all. A Mexican officer got to show up, tell her to let me on the bus. She still won't let me on the bus. She still won't let me on the bus to get her on. She told me that ain't got nothing to do with me. So, y'all, I videotaped her. You know what I'm saying? I videotaped her, and I got it. I got it. You know what I mean? I the bus route, the name. You know, well, I didn't get her name, but I got a ugly gizmos away. So I'll keep my conversation PG. And so y'all, finally, another bus had to come. I finally was able to get her here to once again to get her met. I had to change her outside. I found the little cut where she could be, where I could have some privacy. You know what I mean? Where I could clean her up and get a clean diaper on her. Because as any parent know, you don't want your child sitting in soiled diapers. You know, now, even for any amount of time, you know what I'm saying? For any amount of time, that can cause all types of situations. You know what I mean? So I don't play. So any type of wet diaper, any type of soiled diaper, I'm addressing it, right? And what I realized at that point, y'all, it wasn't at that point, but I've always known that you a lot of times you just lack empathy for people that look like you. You know, because I believe that had I been a white man, you would have never treated me like that, right? You would have made some sort. Now some people will say, you know what I'm saying, well, awesome, you know, you didn't have the money right then, so she didn't have to let you do anything. I get that. It's a bust, but I've seen her do that. It wasn't the biggest thing in the world. And like I say, once again, it's not a hard rule, y'all. Anybody who's ever rode the bus has seen people get on the bus and it didn't have to be a thing, right? It didn't have to become a thing. And so she wondered, well, I respect. No, I don't respect you. And this is black women like that I don't respect. I don't. I don't. Because you hate your own people and I hate you too. So I want you to know that. And I said that on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? If you hate me, I hate you too. I'm not one of them turn the other cheek. I'm not a Christian. I don't play that. If you appreciate me and you support me and you are and you love and are with black men, then I'm with you too. If you're on the other side, I'm against you too. I said that really nice, y'all, didn't I? I was what I may release the video. I have a very, very smart young lady who told me that may not be the best thing to do. But I did make the video. And I may release it. But somebody told me don't do it while I was upset. Shout out to the smart young lady who mentioned that. She told me that I shouldn't do it while I'm upset. If I want to do it, but don't do it because yesterday was a rough day, y'all. That being said, there's always going to be people like that. The beautiful women, beautiful black women in my chat that support me and that are in support of Gizmo and want to see me win, that are following this story with good intentions and good and wishing us the best from wherever you are in the country, in the world. And I'm pulling for us. I'm pulling for you. And I thank you. And I mean that. Gizmo. I'm gonna go back to my Gizmo thinks she's slick, y'all. She be trying to do stuff behind me. She's not done. It's faster. Daddy's faster. Shout out to Sugar Mom. If I wanted a man, I could have one. Most men are desperate. Sugar Mom, ain't nobody messing with you. You talk too much. Shout out to Destiny One. Maybe she's teething. No, this is it's a little different, Destiny One. Yeah, it's a little different. Like I said, shout out to my dogs are challenging. There's more responsibility with children. This is facts. Yes. Shout out to DOZ. She's unaware of her surroundings. The first time she went up to Fancy, I already knew she'll go up to anybody and anything. Dang. Dang, DOZ. Oh, man. Excuse me, DOZ. Well, dang, DOZ. That's not nice. Wow. That's not nice, DOZ. Hey, DOZ, that's fun. Excuse me, y'all. That is not nice, DOZ. Wow. Shake my head. Get him on talking about wow. Grand Rising Princess get fashion therapy. Say Grand Rising. Say wow. I know, right? Wow. That's a bad reflection of Fancy. Doesn't sound good at all. Just saying. Yeah, I would say that as well. Miss Maya. I don't know if that's I don't know what type of impression you got of her DOZ, and even if you meant it that way, but that came off very harsh. Fancy's a huge supporter, and she's a quality black woman. I don't subscribe to that. No. So let's see here. Destiny One, I'm sorry you're having a hard morning. You'll get better. Appreciate you, sister. Thank you so much. DOZ, being funny. I'm just saying, I'm not being funny. I'm just saying children normally wouldn't go up to anybody unless they were around and previously. Yeah, but it was the first time he stated she was waving at everybody and people. Well, children. I don't know all children, so let me. The women in the chat could probably speak more to that. DOZ. I will say this: Gizmo was a baby, and her smile is very inviting, and obviously she's not around a lot of women. Period, unless she's in daycare, and you know what I mean. That's the only time she really sees women, and there's breaks in that. So, is it possible she felt something warm in her spirit that she, you know what I mean, that she was comfortable with? So I wouldn't necessarily just think there's something nefarious or you know what I mean. I wouldn't assume anything untoward. He stayed out of his own mouth that she's waving a baby. That's a sign and not a good sign. She can't be able to elope with a blink of an eye. If I say elope, DOZ, excuse me, elope. Stated, yeah, DOZ, you DOZ. I don't know. You look confused. Are you on? Did you take your meds this morning, DOZ? Did you take your meds this morning, DOC? Keith Spears, good morning. All praise to the Most. I appreciate you, Keith Spears. I just being like, you have the ability to be as others are as well. You know what I mean? My honesty would be to think that you, DOZ, I have not taken your meds this morning. You know what I mean? Fancy's a very, very pleasant. Now, here, Pumpkin, I'm making your food right now. My daughter's a baby. My daughter'll be fine. Hey, baby, I'm making your breakfast. Let me get you. I'm finishing your breakfast right now. I'm gonna make y'all. I got some. I'm hopefully she'll eat. She didn't eat anything last night. She just was not in the mood, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to press it. So I'm gonna hope that she's gonna eat some grits and some eggs this morning. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. I got some eggs. Y'all have some hard-boiled eggs. Anybody a fan of hard-boiled eggs? Hard-boiled eggs and some grits. I can get some more of that. Let's see if she. Shout out to my mind is blown. Shout out to Meds and Lab Rabs. I'm never a lab rat, my dear, and wasn't talking about Fancy. You brought up the fact she waved to everybody, and everybody waves to her, and you don't like it, so don't get mad. No, DOZ, well, you did bring up Fancy. Like, respect, you did bring up Fancy. You literally did bring her up. And did I miss something, Chad? I mean, and then on top of that, I'm not upset with you. I'm just telling you, excuse me. You're saying you're being honest. Well, I honestly think that you're on meds. I think that, or you be, you know what I'm saying? I think you say some things, and she's a baby. Babies tend to be trusting. Babies tend to be open, but her father isn't. You know what I mean? So she has me to protect her. So there's that. Shout out to Ediva. Love hard-boiled. You like, hey, Ediva, do you put salt and pepper on them? Or just, you know what I'm saying, you just gonna do them regular? Shout out to Destiny One, DOZ. All kids at that age are like that. They don't know any better than they are. See, that makes more sense, Destiny One. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to look deeper into. She does not know the dang. She does not know what she does not know. You know what I mean? She's a very, very sweet child. She's a very sweet child. And unfortunately, the world is not a sweet place. You know what I mean? And which is why I tell grown men all the time, like, listen, bro, stop trying to speak to my, like stop trying to speak to my daughter. I don't know, like you shouldn't be waving at nobody's child. If you think that my daughter is pretty, all you have to do, you can just simply say something along the lines of, y'all got excuse the, don't laugh at my, I just peeped at y'all. I don't even smoke. How do I get them? Oh no, okay, that's from the wash. If you think that shit, and listen, man, hey brother, you got a very beautiful daughter. Address me. Don't address my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Don't address. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Keep it moving. All that trying to cool over a child and trying to, you know, trying to continuously be in the presence of my daughter and continuously make comments, make me think you're trying to be funny, and to make me think that you think, and then see now, you know, things are, you know, things get, you know, things get out of hand. Okay, y'all, somebody was calling. My apologies. All right. Let me see here. Let me see. She said anybody and anything. Yes, that's right, Miles. That's exactly. She said anybody and anything. You're right. That was. I mean, DOZ. You have to understand how that can come off. How that can come off to people. You know, it sounded like you was throwing shade at Fancy. When you say anybody and anything, when she came up to her, it looked like she would come up to anybody and anything. Fancy is not anything. I believe that I believe that she deserved better than that comment.
we're not gonna tear black women down, black people down over here. We got to be careful what we say because words matter, and when we say things, people, people, people. There's enough of that. And I've said this previously, chat. I'm gonna tell we black people have no friends. I mean, we're the only people who think we have friends, but we don't have any friends. Like nobody likes us, nobody respects us. So all we have is each other. So until we figure that out, until we start to understand that, then we're gonna always be in the position that we're in. You know what I'm saying? So when we do have a community of like-minded people, you know what I mean? It's very important to embrace the people in that community and make sure we don't say things that could be that could be that could be misinterpreted. You know what I mean? And and viewed from a certain lens. You know what I'm saying? Because that was definitely showing shade. Mine was right. Mine's right. Mine's 100% right. You say anybody, anything. That's it's uncalled for. Shout out to Destiny One. Exactly. Appreciate Josh. Josh, good morning. Awesome. Hope you're well and your child, my brother. Appreciate you, Josh. Appreciate you, Josh. 2019. Appreciate you for being here. DOZ, you took it that way because your mind in a bucket of crack. Well, DOZ, you said it. Like I mean, there was no if someone said, chat, am I incorrect here? Am I misunderstanding something? If you say somebody will go up to anybody and anything, and you're talking about somebody, what do you think? Shout out to Taylor. He's Michael J. White. No, I don't. No, I don't have Michael J. White's money, and I think Michael J. White know that kickboxing stuff. I don't know that. I do know this though, just with these. Shout out to Taylor, Vishal. Taylor, somebody new in the chat. Appreciate you, Vishal. Are you familiar with my content? Are you familiar with what we do over here? Shout out to you and appreciate you for being here. I'm not Michael J. White. Tell Michael J. White to put me in one of the movies. Speaking of which, y'all want to know what's funny? Speaking of which, when I was boxing, this is a good story. When they asked me to try out for this movie role, right? This is years ago. They wanted me to try to do this part. And I was supposed to be the villain, which I can always be a villain. But then they asked me to do some kicks. I said, I don't do no kicks. I just do some punching. They said I had a chance at the part, but they didn't like my attitude. So that killed that, y'all. So that was my movie career, all in. I tried out for the part, and they hired somebody else. It was a B movie. It wasn't, you know what I mean, like it was anything serious or nothing. But I don't have no acting experience for real. But yeah, y'all, that was funny as hell when they they said, man, well, we need to do some kicks. And I said, I don't do no kicks. I do this. This is what I try to tell the director. I could at least try to do a kick. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. Bye. Shout out to Gizmo picked up the motherly personality. In fact, I believe that, my. I believe that because Fancy is very, very warm and inviting. She's very sweet. Yes, Tinkum Butt. Come here, Tinkum. I'm going to take care of you, okay? Okay, Daddy's going to take care of you. I promise. Daddy's going to take care of you. Let me see. Josh, personally, I'm single and only interface with people during business. And what I'm doing, many men are becoming fine being single. It's all on the internet. I will say this, Josh. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think there's some truth to that, but I will say this. When you really, really happy, you don't really go around, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? You're just doing you. You know what I'm saying? You're living, you moving, you know what I mean? You flying, whatever the circumstance might be, you're just doing you. You know what I'm saying? You let it fall, like it may. You ain't really tripping. Shout out to Michael J. White. Shout out to Josh. I think Josh more like Michael J. White than me. The light skinned Michael J. White. Shout out to Josh. DOZ. I don't base my thoughts off the next man. I never did, and I never will. I think out of the box. You said your daughter speaks to everyone, and everybody speaks to her. You said this, not me. Okay, DOZ. No, you won't get any pushback from me. Shout out to my hit the like, subscribe. I appreciate you, Josh. I always reinforce that single stuff. It's a great thing. Josh, you want a woman. I don't care what you say. You say too much. Hey, Josh, you want a woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Josh. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be with a woman. There's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's nothing wrong with having a quality woman, Josh, as long as, you know what I'm saying, it's done in a way where she respects you and you know, you keeping the main thing, you know what I'm saying, you being a man. And Gizmo, are you biting tissue? Stop that. Does she give me that? What are you doing? Pumpkin? We don't eat tissue around here. No. That's not protein. Shout out Gizmo. I saw that. Shout out to Josh. No, have no desire at all. No benefit. Get screwed in court. Blame for everything because I'm a man. Many men are leaving and women asking where they went. Even Will Smith's daughter said it. Well, Josh, I told you, I don't want you living too much on the internet, man. I want you to get out there, man. You know, get your masculinity up and get out there, man. There's some quality women out there. Yes, Pumpkin. Yeah, and I'm gonna take care of this. Quality is the word. A lot of these women need to stay single. Shout out to Mai. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna get Gizmo together and get her fed. She's going through some. Okay, baby. So I'm gonna take care of her, y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure it's awesome in the Gizmo show. Thank y'all for being out of here.